Sorry guys, I'm not looking at your chat too much, but hola. Send me some questions if you're interested. That's too much. So, if you guys are curious, this dough is a beater dough from about 4 or 5 days ago. So, basically, I have to make batches. Usually, I make a batch of 4. So, that's why we have so many pizza videos lately. Not because I care about pizza or streaming, just because I make batches of 4. So, that's what this is. So, basically, a double flour, which I usually like to mix with a higher protein bread flour, but I ran out and I'm too lazy to drive and I suck at driving, so that's why I don't have any more. If it's boring to you, apologies, but it's always kind of nice to just chill and make some dough. It's kind of a little, pretty nice, a little thin on the side, but whoops, huh? Can't all be first round picks. And probably should use less semolina than this, but I'm just, I don't know, a little lazy right now. It's pizza dough. So Travis, I don't know if you heard earlier, but it's a beer pizza dough that I made about 4 or 5 days ago. And it's basically double flour, a little bit of yeast, I think 9 grams, 12 grams of salt, and double flour with usually a little bit of bread flour, but in this case I ran out, so. But yeah, it's gonna be bread. Bread and ketchup, yeah. No, I like to make my sauce usually a little thin compared to other people. Someone said I need to put a carrot in there, which helps with the acidity, so maybe a good little tip. But no, usually I like to do this in the pizza oven outdoors, but that's no more. cheese. So I do a block of cheese because if you do the shredded cheese, there's cellulose and other stuff on it that prevents it from sticking in the bag, which changes the flavor. So that's why we got some block cheese that I cut up right here. You get this at Trader Joe's or Ralph's, Safeway, wherever you guys are located. So when you're in the States or wherever else you may be. Oops, I forgot. Yeah. Parmesan. So usually I don't like using too much of this in the home oven just because it gets kind of greasy. But if you have a pizza oven outdoors, it makes it, or it seems to work a little bit better. The way it is able to break down and get in and out really quick. So yeah, a little bit less in the home oven, fortunately. And then for the home oven, I use a pizza steel. You just buy it on Amazon, just a chunk of steel rather than pizza steel, much cheaper. But it seems to help with the low temp, because the oven goes up to maybe, I put it at 430, but it can go up to 550, I believe. And yeah, just kind of gave up on that goal. Yeah, the last place I was living with a roommate up in La Jolla, and we were able to have a pizza oven there, and it was pretty nice. But the new place, unfortunately, I cannot, and that sucks. So, working with what we got here. Boom, boom, boom. What are the questions you guys got? You know, I'm boring putting pizza in the oven soon, so ask away. In this case, it looks like there's probably not enough cheese, but that's makes sense because yesterday's pizza was too much cheese. A little cheesy mess, was like it was in Wisconsin. So today, it's a lack of queso. Should be okay. Alright, I'm just waiting for the oven to heat up now. Start preheating, it'll probably take another minute or so. And then I'm gonna throw it in. And then I'm sure you guys are gonna be bored. Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, not doing anything. Pizza's baking. So that's what we're gonna do. So if you got any questions, ask them then, ask them now. But sure, until then, it's gonna be watching paint dry, aka watching a pizza cook. Maybe a little better. I'm not a streamer, guys, so you need to tell me what makes sense or what you're interested in, because I have no idea who's watching, why you're watching, where you're from, who you are. Just surprised you're watching me on a Saturday night make a pizza pie. Krispy Kreme donut. Yep. I'd be jealous. But I'm also a little fat, so maybe not so much. It's all good. Calories in, calories out, right? So, waiting for the oven right now, and still preheating, but I'm guessing we have still a little bit. Toss it in a second. Oh, speak of the devil, habla de diablo. Try to do it with my hand. And drop this sucker in the oven. Shoot me ass knife. Not bad. My Bye-bye. It's in. Now, the drama. So, we got about 7 minutes and hiccups apparently, but I usually throw it in for 7 and then check it, and then do a little spin if it's looking good, and then give it another couple minutes and then move it to the broiler. So try to do that, as I don't really have the times down so far with this, but it seems to be working where the bottom is nice and crispy and the cheese is slightly melted on the top, and so that's what I've been going with. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Or Mike? I've been doing this, pretty much started during COVID. I was traveling during that time and then gave all my crap away. So I had a bunch of shit. And when COVID hit, I had to go back and bite the bullet and live with my mother for about a month. Actually longer than that, I lied. It was a lot longer than that. And during that time, a lot of the restaurants were closing or went out of business, so I ended up watching a lot of YouTube and learning how to cook just from that. So took a few years of doing it, but as you do it more and more, you get better and better. And it's kind of a fun little process. But yeah, I think on YouTube, there's Josh Wiseman, all those guys are all pretty good. If you watch cooking channels, you should know who they are. If not, Google them. But yeah, now we're down to the trying different flours part of life with making pizzas. So basically I've become a father without becoming a father, doing the real fun stuff, aka researching pizzas on Reddit. Not a bad gig. What about you guys? Where are you from? What are you doing? Why are you watching YouTube on a Saturday night for some goofy dude? Here's Islands because I work in consulting and it sucks. It really fucking sucks. You work a lot, you get paid well, so you can't complain too much considering some people don't have jobs. So definitely blessed in that regard. But it also sucks. So don't go into finance and consulting, because it'll probably give you a heart attack and get you addicted to life. Yeah. And smoking weed and eating Krispy Kreme donuts and stuff like that. But whatever. It is what it is. How'd you guys find the stream anyways? Like, oh shit. Need to turn on the fan. Smoking. Shouldn't be smoking in my apartment again, but yeah, I got the first warning a few months ago. Just doing the vape with the, what is it called? The carbon filter instead of dry herb. Yeah, pretty stupid on my part, but hey. Explains this too. Yeah, come on guys, tell me, where did you find the stream from? Where's it showing to you? Curious. So I don't think it's anyone that follows me is watching this. So send it in the chat, let me know. We got anyone from California on? Where's everyone from? Come on. I'm out of San Diego, California, of all places. It's nice, but wintertime it still gets dark, it still gets a little chilly. Great city, but you have to drive a lot of places, and it's expensive, but it's nice. Yeah, it's in Arizona and San Francisco prior to that, and Spain. Lived a lot of places, so been around, but basically going wherever I can get a job. You guys out of the United States, Indonesia, India, where's everyone from? Trying to get some engagement from you guys, come on. I'm not a streamer here. I don't know how to do this stuff. I'm not Aiden Ross or Pikachu or whatever that, Pika, I don't know. I show speed. Yeah, I don't know. XQRC, I don't know. Streamers. I don't know. I just watch them on YouTube. I don't do the Twitch, any of that stuff. I'm too old for that. It's another app to download. Nope. Can't sign up with my Google Apple account? Yeah. Good. Can't believe you guys are just hearing me ramble and watching a pizza cook. It's like going to a strip club, and it's just, what are you doing? You're only hurting yourself. Oh. Dude, definitely not ready. Definitely not ready. It looks really bad. Looks really bad. It looks quite shit there. This is what I'm just cook for yourself. You fuck it up. Doesn't matter. Cook for the internet. Loser. We're gonna go 330. See what that does. Bing, bang, boom. Boop, boop. Yeah, it's in. It's going. Let's see what we got. Oh, pizza pie. Oh, serious. All right. 3 minutes. And then we put in the broiler. Basically, you get the bottom of the crust all nice and done. Give it that New York style, little crispiness, a little bit of a bend. Yeah, the sound it makes when it cracks. Woo, it's the best. That's where we're going with the pizza steel, why it's cooking for 3 more minutes, and then we're gonna put it on the broiler so that cheese doesn't look like it's. Man, it looks disgusting. Yeah. So, let's hope some magic takes place here. Trading water to wine, or bread to pizza. You know, close enough. Is it the same people watching, new people coming on? What's going on, guys? I can't tell. Just see a number that says, oh, there's some people, which is weird. But apparently there are. And just probably bots. You guys ever heard of the dead internet theory? Yeah, me either. But yeah, Read about it, not too bad. Basically, it suggests that there's a bunch of bots out there and that the people following YouTube videos, Facebook, whatever, are not actually real. So maybe you guys aren't real? Is this a simulation? Huh. Guess not. Even boring bots to death. I mean, I guess it's harder to do, actually. It's sitting there. Let's see if, oh, right here, but we're gonna let all the heat out so we're gonna give it some time. A minute left on the counter. A minute before we throw it on the broiler. Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. Crisp up that cheese so it doesn't look like someone threw up milk. Ugh. Oh, 30 seconds left. We'll do a little switcherooski. Turn up the timer so you guys don't have to hear that crap. Whoop. I'll give you a little first-hand view. Oh my god! Yeah, you can't see it. There it is. There it is. Closer. Closer? Okay, there we go. There's a view. That's a better view. Filming this with an old iPhone, so I don't know what it looks like on your guys' phones. I guess an iPhone 17's across the board. But yeah, it looks pretty close. Let's give the bottom a little checkarooski, and then I'm gonna move it to the broiler, and then probably drop it. Whatever, doesn't matter. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Nope. Over the broiler. Taking the sensor. There you go. Okay, now we switch the broiler on. Basically, broiler. Boom. High. Boom. And then start. There. So, usually a minute. But we're gonna say 1:12, just because we can. And I did cook time, so that's not gonna work. We're gonna do 1:06 now because we just wasted 6 seconds. All right, we're going. It's going. Yeah, there we go. So, just waiting for this pizza. It's about to come out. Oh, you can't even see it. You can't even see the pizza. It's under the broiler. That makes sense. Now you're just looking at a empty oven as the pizza broils. Yeah, 40 seconds of this. I don't know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. That's on you. Guess you smoke a blunt, do whatever you're doing. 1 or 2 people on the other end. I'm with you. What we got? 19 seconds. Should be pretty close. It's looking good. Drop it loosely. Yeah, look at that. I'm gonna put it in a little longer, but you guys see that? You see that? Fucking cheesy goodness. Oh my god. That is fucking so nasty. Look at that. That is pretty good. I don't know. A little longer, a little. Give it a go. Man. I'm thinking we might. Let's call it a day on this one. Turn the oven off. Let's bake a pizza in your home oven. Pizza steel, some beer pizza dough, and it's not gonna make your feet swell up like dominoes. Yeah, it's pretty dang good. A little San Marzano tomato, a little bit of pizza dough. Just get the right flour, and you got beauty. Gonna let this cool down for a second, and then I'm gonna chop it up. Oh yeah. Every time it works, I'm always surprised that it does work. Damn. I'm surprised I'm not fatter. Making an entrance. Where's the knife? A little greasy, but that's all right. Nice crispy little bottom. If you guys care about that or not, but matters to me. This is where. That's the outcome, guys. Homemade beer pizza dough. 4 or 5 day fermentation. I don't know at this point. But it makes a pretty good dough. Makes a pretty good pizza. So let's cut it down. I'm gonna eat it. But I'll probably sign off in a second here. I'm gonna keep it going. If you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. So good. All right, guys, looks like I'm gonna shut it down. Pretty boring tonight, but hope you guys enjoyed shutting her down. Thanks, everyone.